Well, being from Texas, I was actually kind of pulling for George Bush.
How did I feel about it? I think it was BS. I really ain't got too many feelings about it.
About the election, about the votes and all that stuff, wow, what can you say? I mean, can't blame Gore for wanting, I mean, that is the law. If it's that close, he should get a recount. But
Do you feel strange that they stopped that recount?
Yeah, probably so. Probably so. But on the other hand, I mean, it seems like most people don't really care.
Were you uncomfortable at all that the voting irregularities occurred in the state with George Bush's brother?
Yeah, I think it, kind of personally, just personally now, yeah. I think it was kind of a setup thing, a lot of the votes in Florida didn't get counted from what I understand. But then, again, it comes around that a lot of votes did get counted and they were all for Bush. And
little odd, yes.
Were you uncomfortable that the head election official in Florida was also the co-chairman of the Bush campaign?
Yes, that was a little odd too.
She's going to have to here in a couple of weeks. She's a huge house. A huge house. How do you know? You haven't even seen it. Oh, the payments tell me it's a huge pretty house.
Really good pancakes. What did you think of the election?
I thought it was bullshit.
Well, it just made us look silly. I thought as the United States that we couldn't elect a president in a orderly fashion, or I just think it made us look silly as to the other nations around everywhere else.
Were you uncomfortable at all that the voting irregularities occurred in the state with George Bush's brother as the governor?
Not really, because that's, I mean, to me that would be like the OJ. It had to be a huge conspiracy. There would have had to be so many people involved. I mean, I'm sure they would have uncovered it right away, I think.
No, not really. I just think it was, I don't know what to, like I said, now, because I was for Bush, so.
Were you uncomfortable at all that that the head of the head election official in Florida was the co-chairperson of the Bush campaign?
No.
No, it's like I said, because I was a Bush supporter, so, I mean, if I'd have been a Gore supporter, I'd probably be a little more uncomfortable with the situation.
Were you aware that the Supreme Court used the 14th Amendment to stop the recount in Florida?
Well, I think everybody just had enough. I think it was clear from the beginning that Bush won. I do. And I think Gore and his campaign just drug it on and on and on for as long as they possibly could, which is just par for the course after Clinton, I think. It just kind of makes the Democrats look really bad.
Well, I didn't like the way that Florida did.
Did you feel uncomfortable at all with the fact that voting irregularities occurred in the state with George Bush's brother as the governor?
Well, it looks kind of silly that they don't have standard voting outfits, counters and everything all the way through.
Not really, because I think there was too many other people involved.
Do you feel uncomfortable that the head of the elections in Florida was also the co-chairperson of the Bush campaign?
I never thought about that.
No, because I think she's a very fair person. She always has been.
Uh-huh.